Shalom, let's start getting all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Salutation to the whole lit. This pushes true cross the folk concern for true, sincere charity. And it's exalting name, Yahweh Bashem Shai. It's teaching the name, Yahweh Bashem Shai. Alright, this the brother I'm on the bar from GMS Birmingham camp. I just want to get to sit down, just going to about the real understanding, the real meaning of Thanksgiving, And you got our people, Israelites, you so called Negroes, Latino natives that still celebrate this day not knowing the true meaning. Instead of just standing up and not celebrating this day, and you could cook another day, but y'all choose just to do it anyway because y'all just hard-headed, stiff-necked when we trying to tell y'all don't celebrate this day. This day is not a day to celebrate. It's a day really to mourn, and because our brethren, our brother and sister, the Gadites, which they call y'all natives. Y'all not natives. Y'all not Indians. Y'all the Gadites, a tribe of Gad. Y'all Israelites. Really, it's a day really mourn and not really take a part of celebrating and get into the festivities of this day. But our people, they just don't have knowledge, or even try to tell them they still just gonna do it anyway because they hard-headed, stiff-necked. But I'm just gonna get into it. This business is from an article of Business Insider. The true story behind Thanksgiving is a bloody struggle that decimated the population and ended with a head on a stick. Did I tell you that the so-called Thanksgiving, it wasn't what they call is like peaceful. And you had the pilgrims and all that, that came to the natives and had a big feast. That's not true. What it is like, Christopher Colon, he came over with the pilgrims on the ships, and they came, and their intent was, to take the land, not really separate, or not separate, but you have this land, or come to a deal. Okay, this y'all land, we would just abide by what y'all, had established here. Nah, they wanted to take what the natives have and kill them off, but they came in with a peaceful way, but in their mind they wanted to kill the natives off and take the land. So this scripture that goes to that. This before I read the rest of the article, it's Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. So I can read it again. Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. Which their heart goes back into the Hebrew word lob. So which means your mind. So in their mind, they had they wanted to make war. They came with that smooth talk, peaceful talk and all that. But in their mind, they had said like, we're gonna take y'all land and kill y'all. In their mind. Read on, his words were softer than oil, yet were they drawing swords. So they came with that soft speaking, like, we come in peace and blah blah blah. We just wanna learn and all that, what y'all know about the land and all that, and all that. But really, them motherfuckers, they ain't want to really get into sharing, or you can say bound down to what the natives already had set up, establishing the land. They wanted to take what's theirs and kill them off, and that's what they did. All right. And the scripture says that it says, God, that truth shall overcome you, but you shall overcome the last. So these devils overcame the Gadites during that time, but in the end, the tribe of Gad gonna rise. The Yahweh Shai will rise the tribe of Gad, which is you natives, so-called natives. Gonna rise up the Gadites, and it's gonna rise that spirit upon the Gadites to take down these devils again. To take down, not again, but take down the devils in the last days. But I'll read on the rest of the article. I just want to get to I'm gonna repost the article and put it on in the description box, but I just want to get to the point of it. Our modern definition of Thanksgiving revolves around eating turkey, but in past century, it's more of an occasion for religious observance. Historic 1621 Plymouth festivities live on in popular memory, but the Pilgrims themselves would have likely considered their sober 1623 day of prayer the first true Thanksgiving. So that was the first true Thanksgiving, and only damn Pilgrims came on with all this shit. Read on. According to the bylaw, the history of Massachusetts, others pinpoint 1637 as the true original origin, so like the true origin of Thanksgiving. Owing to the fact Massachusetts colony Governor John Winthrop, so like I'm saying the wrong, Winthrop, declared a day of Thanksgiving to celebrate colony soldiers who had just slaughtered 700 Pequot men, women, and children in now what is now Mystic, Connecticut. So that tell you right there. They was celebrating the slaughter of the natives. Some natives, which are, y'all Gadites, y'all Israelites. Tribe of Gad, y'all Israelites. You know, that's the real meaning of the Thanksgiving is the celebration of the pilgrims. These Edomites, these devils, conquering and taking down you so-called natives. Which are Israelites and tribe of Gad. So from there we'll go from there to go down this. Thousands of English colonists poured into the region throughout the 17th century, according to historic context. Indian people and colonists in today's northeastern United States, authorities in Plymouth began asserting control over the most aspect of Wampum life as settlers increasingly ate up more land. Together, the Institution of American History, so like I'm saying that wrong, forgive me, my bad if I'm saying that wrong, estimated disease have already reduced the Native American population in New England by as much as 90% from 1616 to 1619, and indigenous people continue to die from what the colonists call Indian fever. So, these damn devils, man, the Edomites, they came, over here slaughtering the natives and gave the natives, and they called it Indian fever, but it was called smallpox, and killed off 90%. They said 90%, man. So, I just tell you about the real origin. The real origin of Thanksgiving is not a day of, to really cook and celebrate, which you so-called niggas, Latinos, and some natives. Some natives. At this point, if you don't know what the true origin of Thanksgiving is, then I don't know what to say. You need to do your history and stop celebrating this day. But from now go on down in the article. And go to my bad. I'm gonna end it off with this. Modern day Thanksgiving may be a celebration of people coming together, but that's not the whole story when it comes to the history of the day. So I was just going through some of it. It's a good article to read. I just want to hit the points. But from now, I'm going from there to I'm bring scripture out. It's Amos 5:21 for you Israelites, you so-called so-called Negroes, Latino natives that's celebrating this day. Lord, He hate and despise your feast days. So it's Amos 5:21. Hate, I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. So the Lord ain't listening. He's not hearing your prayers. He don't want I smell your solemn assemblies. Y'all, that ham, that pork, that y'all cook. He despise all that, right? He despise y'all celebrating this holiday, which is to go back to killing the natives. Your brother and your sister, which are the Gad, the tribe of Gad. man, which are, you so-called natives. In this verse, Amos 5:22, though you offer me burnt offerings, your meat offerings I would not accept, that would not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. So even though y'all send up prayers, like I said, and pray over the food, the Lord not hearing it. He despise it. He despise the feast days that y'all celebrating these holidays that came up by the Edomites, so-called white people, the enemy. Which y'all don't even consider to stop doing it. Y'all still keep on doing it. So next verse, Amos 5:23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows. Or they vowels. It's like I'm saying it wrong, but he ain't gonna hear none of the songs y'all do and all that. Like I said, y'all try to sing and all that. He ain't gonna hear none of that shit. He despise it. So next verse. But Amos 5:24. But let judgment run down as waters and righteousness as mighty streams. So for y'all niggas Latinos still celebrate these false holidays and keep doing it and keep following ways, abominable ways and doing abominable things, eating abominable food. Judgment gonna come down y'all, Israelites, they're still doing it. So from there go from there to Psalms 8:25, ending off with this scripture. They just for our people, Israelites, so-called niggas Latinos, so-called niggas Latinos and natives, they do not slack it. They know not, neither would they understand. They walk on the darkness. All the foundation of the earth, all the foundation of the earth are out of course. So you Negroes, Latino natives, y'all still walk in darkness. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't understand. Because really it's the Lord y'all about to just keep y'all in darkness so y'all could just get, judged, for all the wickedness y'all done, because you only dealing with a small number that he have mercy on, which is 144,000 and 1/3. So with that, I just want to bring that out. So with that, to the apostles, elders, and to the Sisakim, keep pushing this truth and wisdom, knowledge in Yahweh Shem Shai. Keep the faith in Yahweh Shem Shai. And to the Akim brothers, to the few sister Aqua 6 Slaga, to the Aqua sisters, few sisters that do listen, just do it to the end. Keep running to Yahweh Shem Shai. Keep the spirit upon you, upon you brothers and sisters, and that's in this truth, it's pushing this truth. And with that, hope this is edifying. With that, I say shalom.